Welcome back to the next episode of the Natural Bodybuilding and Chill podcast with your host, Gary Glutes Amlinger. And I have a very special guest today. It's Abdollah Fadl. Man, I know you guys seen him online. What a transformation this guy's made. I've been wanting to talk to him for a long time. We've been meaning to get together and have a chat. Finally, it's here. And I'm very excited to get into this. So, Abdullah, thank you very much for hopping on with me. And it was awesome to meet you, even if it's through video call. I know one day we'll see each other in person, but I'm looking forward to this, man. So thank you very much for coming on here.
You're very welcome. It's finally nice to meet you, and you are one of the people I look up to, and I'm
Thank you,
glad to be
brother.
here.
Thank you
I'm
so
glad to be
much.
here.
Respect goes your way as well, because I've seen what you did with your physique, and it's nothing short of amazing. We're gonna roll right into that first topic. We got a bunch of topics from myself and also the viewers. So the first one, this is from me. Where were you born and raised?
I'm from Egypt, Cairo. I'm originally from Egypt.
Okay. And how long were you living there until you ended up moving?
So until I was 25 years old,
Oh,
born
okay.
1989, I left Egypt 2015, lived in Saudi Arabia for 3 years. The reason I left Egypt, you are familiar with what happened in Middle East in 2011 with the revolution in Egypt. And then I get involved a little bit in politics. It went south, so I have to leave Egypt for politic purposes.
I see. Okay. And so
Yeah.
from Egypt, where did you move next?
So I lived in Saudi Arabia because I'm a teacher, and this is the easiest thing to do to go have a work visa. So I lived in Saudi Arabia for 3 years, and I used to say a quote: "Since you breathe the freedom, you couldn't go back to the old." I know it's about bodybuilding, but it's I don't want to go a little bit in politics, but it's sad in Middle East. Like it's supposed to be democratic, but it's kind of military slash dictatorship a little bit. Like
Hmm.
one of the ridiculous thing, if you post something about the president or the government, they can use this against you. If you do
Mm.
a peaceful protest, they arrested you. So that was 2011. And then 2013, we had the massacre, and it was massive between military and us who's against the military government. So I went to prison in Egypt for politic purposes a little bit. And then I moved to Saudi Arabia. Then in Saudi Arabia, the system as well, very, very dictatorship kind of well, let me leave it like here. Like it's very difficult as a citizen or as a resident in Saudi Arabia. And then I was looking to have like new life, stable new life. That's why I discovered Canada. Like I even was talking to my wife. I didn't hear about Canada before. Like I had when I was young, I had the pride of Egyptian, I'm Egyptian. It's still like
Sure.
I put it now in bodybuilding, but it's
Uh-huh.
like my dream was like, no, I wanna grow up, work, have like, nice life, like the Egyptian dream, instead of the
Right.
American dream, the
Yes.
Egyptian dream. But the Egyptian dream went into like so down, like
Mm.
a little bit, which is sad, but maybe that's for a good reason, like, and I think this is the best happened to me for my personal life when I met my wife, and for my health as well. Well, now it's
Mm.
different, but like 2003, that's when I was like heavy in high school. I was 220 pounds in high school, and I'm 5'8", so I'm not like tall. So I was chubby my entire life, and this is what affected me back then. Like you don't have Facebook or internet, or you hear if you
Right.
take a hot shower, it might burn your fat. So you try to do this, like that's, like I'm not old, but like that's 2000, you
Oh,
know,
wow.
the information.
I actually never heard that. That's very funny though. Oh man, I hope you didn't burn yourself if you tried that.
And also like when I was in high school, actually, like I don't know if you like this is in Egypt 2000. Okay, so you wear the garbage bag and then you go for run
That I know.
to.
Yes.
So this is was exist.
Yes, because
Okay.
it's funny you bring that up because for wrestling, we would wear these plastic suits and to cut weight, we would run, wrestle in it to drop the water weight. So that wasn't fun. I'm sure you tried it and it's not fun.
I did. Like
Yeah.
during the summer, you go for run and for 3 kilometers and you wear it and
Ooh.
yeah.
And this was where? Where did you do this again?
Egypt in
Okay.
Egypt.
So it's very
Yeah.
hot, I'm assuming, right?
Yes, yes. Very
Yeah.
humid in the summer. Like sometimes
Yeah.
it's good, like 37 degree. I think
57 degrees
37. I think it's
Celsius. That's very hot.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like well, I don't know if it's like Thailand, but Thailand gets up there too. It's like
I
100,
think it's
110 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah.
yes. Yeah, I think it's in Taiwan and Thailand as well. It's more hot than Egypt, I think. But the problem in Egypt now it's humid because we are like 100 million, you know, people, and in
Hmm.
Cairo it's very crowded.
Mm.
So I was in Cairo and I think it's similar, but I think in Thailand it's more like I don't know about the pollution,
That's another
but
one. Yes, there's a lot of pollution here. Like it depends on the month, but you have an app to see the pollution here. And when it gets to like whatever color where it's like super high, like a lot of people wear masks. Thankfully, it's not all the time, but there are times where pollution's super high and you have to be careful for sure.
wow.
So that's a great segue into when did you start bodybuilding training and why? So we kind of went over the why, but you can, go over that again
Yeah.
if you will.
So actually in Saudi Arabia, I reach my heaviest weight went up to 160 kg, like around 350 pound. So I started by myself a little bit, like I was in, like the turning point. So when I came here, the best thing happened to me is to see that we say, the athletic lifestyle or the sports lifestyle, because in Egypt, or me, at least in my family, I came from very religious family. My dad was like anti going to like sports club or to go outside for like sports. It wasn't exist. When I hear people like say, "Oh, I born and I was in sport when I was young," I feel a little bit jealous, but that's okay. So when I came here, like I lived in Ottawa, in the capital city of Canada. And then I see like people like gray hair, white hair, and running around the parliament. And for me, it was like one time I tried to run to catch the bus, I couldn't. And was very, very emotion to me. And like I get very emotion at this moment. And another moment is I was standing also to catch the bus here. So when I came here, like I came as a refugee and like, like you started from scratch. So I
Hmm.
was standing and I wanna like Ottawa University and I see like the university student like working out and I just stand. I said like, I wish I can do this. I was like 28, 29 years old. So was my turning point when I was like my heaviest. And then I said like enough is enough.
Hmm.
So I started like go to the gym. Like when I was in high school back then, like like you go to the gym for one day and then that's it. And then you try next year to go to the gym for 2, 3 days, and that's it. But since July 2019, since then I never skipped workout. My wife just said, like, I think since I met you until today, you skipped the gym 3 times only.
Good for you.
So
That's 6 years straight. Wow.
yeah, 6 years, and of course during the ridiculous time of COVID, here in Canada was so bad. Like
I heard.
so,
Terrible.
yeah. So I that's the only time I couldn't go to the gym. I tried to work out at home. I hated it. So I started workout in July 2019,
Hmm.
and that's when my transformation and bodybuilding start.
So when did you first compete? What competition was it? Your first one?
So when I started to lose weight a little bit from 350 50 until I like my first 100 pound. I started to go into bodybuilding a little bit as a sport. I'm a very competitive person. I didn't know this about myself until I stepped on the stage. But before this, I said, I think they should have something to recognize the people who lost weight. I had my first coach, he was from Egypt, and then my English was a little bit like bad, a little bit. So I asked him, what is the word in English when you lost like weight? He said transformation. So I started to Google like around 2021 about like transformation bodybuilding competition for people lost weight. And
Mm.
then WNBF started to pop in my Facebook, in my
Hmm.
Google. And then I started to look, and then I find they have a category called the new you. Funny story that the WNBF Ontario was supposed to happen, I hope I'm not mistaken, in 2021, but this has never happened. So I started to plan to do the first competition in June 2022.
Mm.
And then while I planning to do my competition, I find another two competition. The first one was UFE. It's a natural federation, and they have transformation category as well. So this is was my first competition, and then like with the IFBB, they have a national show, but this is happening on Saturday for open bodybuilder on Saturday. And then on Friday, they do a transformation. It's called the RBT. RBT was for transformation. So I did my first transformation in May 2022, and then I did my second one in June RBT, and then the last one happened in also I think in the beginning of June with RBT, and then in the mid June was the WNBF, the new you.
Mm.
So was my transformation, was celebrating my losing first 120 pound. And then I got second place in the first UFE. And then I got second place in the RBT. And in WNBF, I went to Kelowna. It was in Kelowna, BC, British Columbia. And then I won the new U, which is the overall transformation.
Excellent.
So this was my turning point. I realized I'm a very competitive. I realized I loved the stage. It was very
Mm.
emotional to me. Also in WNBF, one of the benefits and one of the things I loved about WNBF. So after this, I started to realize different federation. I had no idea what's going on about in bodybuilding, like deep. Like I don't know what is the difference between NPC, WNBF, what is the difference between open and natural? Like these things was like for me like Chinese language. Like I don't know what is
Right.
this.
Hmm.
Then I started to realize I love competing. Like this is one thing. It's like wow. Then I realized what is the difference between federation. And one thing I really loved about WNBF is pure natural because right away I started to know the drama about bodybuilding right away. Different federation, different true true natty or not, like I
Right.
before I was just overweight dude, hopefully to go to the gym, lift weight, and then I went to the drama so deep. But one good thing about WNBF about the true natural and the after party. So you finish your competition, even like for me as a transformation, they did a polygraph test to me. And then I felt safe. I felt like it's equal because now 3 years later, you reflect about this. And
Mm.
also the feedback from the judges. So one of the feedback, they said, I think you are a bodybuilder. So at this time, I was on the stage 220 pound, of course, not muscles. So 220 pound was a little bit of muscles. You lost a lot of weight, loose skin. So they said, look at your leg. Like, I think you are a bodybuilder.
Mm.
So then I started to, like it's not something you wake up. you said I'm Mr. Olympia or the world champion. No, it
Right.
take like I was overweight person. Like until now, still like unconscious. Sometimes you think you're still big. Like people look at you, say like, "Wow, you look good," but it's something inside your head. Like I'm still big.
Yes.
So this is something unconscious. You do it. So after this, I said, I think I wanna be a bodybuilder. So 2023, now I started to understand the different federation. I said I wanna compete in all federation.
You wanted to compete in all federation?
Yes, but in natural. Now I
Okay,
understand the difference
got you.
between open and natural. But I
Right.
said I want to do in all natural federation. So here in Canada, this year is the first year for OCB. So I did NPC, which is here in Canada CPA, like natural.
Oh, so wait,
Yeah, so
NPC is CPA?
yes,
Okay, I didn't know
NPC
that.
is it's a CPA, Canadian
Oh, Physique
Canadian.
Alliance?
Yes, yes,
Okay,
thank
I
you.
just guessed. That was
So
a good guess.
yeah, it's NPC. It's NPC. It's the CPA here in Canada. So I did the natural. The first show was in Coburg, which is very close to Toronto. This was my first one. And then I did UFE as well. And then, of course, I went back to Kelowna, WNBF. So at this competition, I was 165 pounds on the stage.
Wow,
So I
60
went
pound
from,
difference. Wow,
yes, yes, I went from 350 to 20 to 165 pounds. And this
amazing.
was my first bodybuilding competition. And so I got first place, last place, first place. But here is the catch. In NPC or CPA, they do it like weight, right? So I was middleweight. I was the only one in my weight cap. So I got first place. In the UFE, I got sixth place out of six bodybuilders. And in WNBF, I got third place out of three people. So it was a little bit like now I reflect, it's good to like I loved the competition. I
Hmm.
loved the bodybuilding category. And I think it's suit because I'm not like I'm big in general. Like I don't know how to describe like say it the right word, but like I'm not a classic physique or men's physique, like as shape.
Right.
So I got first place and I got like sixth place, I got third place, but the reality is I got last place in the three competition.
By
Like,
the way, I respect that you said that you got first place, but there was only you. So some people wouldn't say that. They just be like, I got first. So
yes,
respect.
so it was a little bit tough to swallow, but then I started to realize, well, first of all, I had a loose skin, and then again, the good thing about WNBF after the competition, one of the judges, I think his name is Toby. He's the promoter of WNBF Edmonton or another
Okay.
one if you. He also he's a competitor. Toby, yes. Toby Fit, that's his.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah,
Sounds
his
familiar.
WNBF pro, he did, I think, he compete last year I think, in the world, in
Okay.
the WNBF world, I think. Yeah, so he's one of the judges. Like a lot of WNBF head judges, I have respect, even the judges. So they told me, first of all, we can't tell you about like the loose skin. Skin is skin. So I said, well, you mean I have to do the surgery? So, here in Canada, they are very, very polite. Well, I can't tell you. It's up
Yeah.
to you. I said like, hey, I'm from Egypt. If I have to do the loose skin surgery, just tell me. They said,
Right.
well, I'm not a doctor, like very polite. And I said like, just say it, okay. And the second thing, Toby, the one who told me, take 2 years off. Then when he told me this, I was like, what? No, I want to compete tomorrow. When you realize you're very competitive. He said, I think you need to take 2 years off and then build muscles. Also, these terms was like new language for me. Build muscles, take 2 years off, take
Right.
off season. All these things was very new. Like I was talking to my wife Last year I supposed to compete, and then she told me maybe if you can't take the couldn't compete or you I was so angry. And then I actually didn't compete last year. And then this year I told her like thank you. Even sometimes when you tell me something, it's harsh in the beginning, but you have to live it. Not
Yeah.
just to live it, to believe it. And like I think this is something it take years. Like I respect my wife, I respect the judges, but to understand like if you told someone I have like body dysmorphia, maybe someone who's his entire life in good shape, they will not understand the term. They know the term, but they don't understand it. So to believe it, like now when I look, my coach is Leroy. So when I look at his physique and he said it take years, now I understand the language. But like when I started to compete, I said like, no, like it just gonna take 6 months and then I'll be like, you know,
Right. Yeah.
like top of the and of course like some people like outlier genetic, which is we see now more often, but it
Hmm.
wasn't me. I'm not the one born with six pack, you know.
No, I totally understand that. By the way, that was a phenomenal conversation there because you pretty much scanned everything I wanted to go over on bodybuilding. So you started bodybuilding in 2019. Your first competition was in 2022, right?
Correct, was the
So that,
transformation and then
right.
bodybuilding 2023.
Then 20. And that was your last. And now this year, you're going to compete.
Yes.
So what competition, let's say, are on your radar for this year?
So when I started with Leroy, he said we have to take 1 year off and 1 year and a half. That will be like our timeline. 6 years because I was prepping for 2024, and then he said your body's tired, so you have to take 6 years off, adjust your metabolism, and take rest. Prepare the first half of 2025, and then hit the stage in the spring. No, fall 2025. I was mad. I said like,
You want to compete, man.
"Are
You
you
don't
are
want to
you
wait.
serious?" I actually was like a little bit like try to convince him. How about like fall 2024? He said no. How about this? How about so I said okay, like okay.
Yeah,
So and then I told him I actually did my loose skin surgery in
good.
August 2023. So
Great.
like maybe I'll like show you some picture. Actually, I post one of them in my Instagram.
Hmm.
Like I had a huge loose skin. I think the doctor told me it was like 3 pound or 4 pound of skin.
Wow.
Yeah, like
Wow.
because I was like I'm again 5'8". It was like kind of this was just from my stomach. So I did the
Wow.
loose skin surgery, and was the best decision I ever made.
Good.
Even it's like pain in the butt a little bit for financially because it's so expensive.
Mm.
But if I have to do it again, I will because you have insecurity. Like if it's like skin is skin. So that's one of the head judge told me in WNBF. He said like even he pulled it. He said, look, this is skin. This is not fat. When I did the WNBF Kelowna 2023. So he said this is skin. Like it's gonna stay no matter what, right? So when I did my surgery and then take 1 year off, and then I talked to Leroy in the beginning of the year. I said, like, listen, I have business and transformation. I haven't finished it yet. So I want to do one or two transformation, and that's it for transformation, and then focus on bodybuilding.
Mm.
So the plan for 2025 is 8 weeks out of the RBT, which is also like the Friday of the CPA national competition.
Okay.
Which the good thing about this year is they do prize money. So I said after I also like did my transformation, I said like if I want to do it, I want to do it one more time to my story to be completed. And if they have a prize money, which is this is something good.
Yes.
And this is will be like in the beginning of June. And then we have another competition. It's Summer Shredded Championship. if you heard about this one. And the guy who do it, his name is Christian Guzman. Christian Guzman.
Oh,
You
and
heard
what
about it?
competition is it? Yeah, I know who that is.
Summer Shredded Championship. Summer
Ah,
Shredded.
I've heard of it. Hmm.
Yeah, so he's a competitor himself, and he was like, I don't know if you know about his story. He started in YouTube, and
Yes,
also like his parents immigrant to US, and he has
correct.
his brand Alpha, I think. Alpha, his brand. So he
Yes.
do this competition and has prize money. So I think the biggest he do all categories, and it's also it's open, like it's not natural, and it's different organization, but the transformation is a huge one, like a big one. And they do it like you have to have 2 minutes video, and then you walk to the stage, and they have prize money as well, like when you do your competition, and they have the championship competition in Houston. So then I like the summer shredded Christian Guzman. He's a bodybuilder himself, and the best thing about it is when you have a bodybuilder who started to do competition, they know what we go through, and that's why we see even in Natural Bodybuilder when I listen to Natty News Daily about the some athletes started to do bodybuilding or some new organization, they want to do better for athletes. So he take care of athletes. He do it also like prize money for the like let we say the national competition, and then the championship has very good prize money, total of $10,000 for each category. Like they have bodybuilding, classic physique, and they have fit model and fit physique. And this is a natural one. Like this is drug tested. So that's in the only category. It's natural. And they have transformation, which is supposedly natural.
Great.
So that's my second one. And then the original date was the fall 2025 will be WNBF Calgary. So we are 25 weeks out of my first bodybuilding competition, and I hope to stay on the stage around 155. So now I
Okay.
understand like to get like shredded, lean, a little bit of muscle maturity. Now these
Yes.
terms make sense to me. So I'm like hoping for my pro card, but now I understand. Of course, this is one of my old quote. We only compete to win. However, if I didn't win my pro card, that's mean I'm still need time. It's not the right time for me now. And then I'm gonna do my last competition will be the fourth one will be with the CPA. It's called King Kong Natural, which is one of the biggest CPA natural competition here in Canada.
Okay. So, question about WNBF Calgary. So that's a pro qualifier if you win your weight class, or if you
Correct.
win the overall, do you turn pro? Do you
So
know which?
it's it depends on the number. Like if your weight class has eight competitor, they awarded the first place with a pro card. Plus, because in Calgary, the pro is a big one because the next day is pro competition. Like they have 2 days. It's 2 days. So
Um,
Saturday for amateur, Sunday for the pro.
mhm.
So it's a big one. Like last year, I think they awarded two pro cards. So they have the
Okay.
lightweight, middleweight, heavyweight, and then the first places they go against each other, and they awarded two pro cards out of the like three classes. So it depends. Sometimes, so this is my prayer. Sometimes
That's
it's
okay.
yeah. Sometimes the class is big, like has eight or more, and some classes, I think middleweight and heavyweight, sometimes it's like five competitor. So they go to the final. So they go to the final, and the pro card winner he can compete next day. So this is
Ah,
my dream.
yeah. I see
Yeah,
that. Okay. That's
yeah.
interesting. That's very cool. So yeah, we call that a pro-am. So it's like amateurs and
Yes, it's pro am.
professionals. It's either one day or spread out on 2 days. So I know exactly what you're talking about. Let's just
Correct.
say, for instance, that. you either do very well or you turn pro. Is there a chance you go to Worlds either from as an amateur if you qualify or if you turn pro as a pro? Would you do Worlds in November?
No. Now I'm surprised by my answer because the old me gonna say absolutely.
Yeah.
But when I have been now for bodybuilding like 3 years now, it's so I think I respect the time in natural bodybuilder. So I know I need time. So I think I will listen to Leroy if I don't think physique wise my body is not ready yet, and I think I
Hmm.
have to fill my frame. Like again, I told you I look up to you. You take 3 years off, correct? Like your last competition 2022 when you got second
Yeah.
place to Bagger. So this is
Yes.
when I started to go hardcore in bodybuilding. And then when I looked to you, like you said you were gonna take 2, 3 years off, I was in the awe, but now I understand.
Yes. You get it.
So I think no, for me, if I won my pro card, I will be super happy. If I'm not, I'll be super happy as well because I know now I respect the sport more. And then
Yeah.
I think no, I need to like do my time. Like
Sure.
even like
Correct.
I'm a teacher now, and I have been teaching for 15 years. And then I told my student, yeah, I started as a teacher when I was 21 years old. So, so I said like to my student, like, like, hello, like, like, Mr. I know, like it's human nature for us. Like, I know, I know. I said like, hello, like, just
Right.
take your time. So in bodybuilding as well, especially in natural, like you have to be respectful for someone like the Godfather. I really respect him when he said like I started to compete 25 years ago or have been doing it for like 30 years ago. So
Mm.
when I look up to these people because it's realistic to me. Like I need to like I'm still like my first time in the gym 2019, and it was always like deficit by the way. Like I this is my first surplus, my first surplus in 6 years because it's always like
Wow.
losing
Yes.
weight, doing cardio,
Yes.
losing weight, doing cardio. Like that's the only,
Wow.
and even I was talking to my wife, it's I forced myself to eat more because it's, like it's something, no, like I'm gonna get fat. But now
Right.
it's also take years, like, and to believe. So I think my last competition will be in November.
Okay. So I do like how you're respecting how much time the sport takes. And yeah, there's a reason why I take, my last off season was 4.5 years and this one was 3. It's for a reason. Like I know it's going to take a lot of time. And the name of the game is muscle. Everything else is secondary, like conditioning, definition, symmetry and proportion is close, but honestly, you got to build muscle and you need to spread it out evenly across your body. And to do that, it takes
Correct.
forever. And I have pretty good genetics. I don't have like crazy 10 out of 10 genetics, but I do have good genetics. But they're not that good where I could compete every like year or 2 years. I know that it's not good enough. So I need that time. And I think you respecting people who take the time to build muscle
Yes.
and then now you're utilizing that tactic, which is smart. I think that's very good. I think you should take long off seasons because by the time you get on stage, you're gonna appreciate it. Like every time I get on stage, I'm like, I mean, I'm around amazing people. I'm finally on stage after 3 to 4 years. It's such a great feeling. And no matter what happens, what placing, I'm doing what I love and I know I put in the work. So it's just very fulfilling. And I like to hear that you take that vantage point as well. That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's awesome. So, real quick, I do want to go over. So the Islamic religion is quite fascinating to me. Just a quick, thing about me, not to make this too much about myself, but I grew up Roman Catholic, and around like the teenage years, there's some things that happened in my life where I kind of pulled back from religion. But I would say that the Islamic religions are the most interesting to me. So this question is from me, but I know quite a few people want to know, as a devout Muslim, how do you balance bodybuilding with religion? And specifically, how do you balance it with Ramadan?
Okay. So when I started to go deep in bodybuilding and to understand the principle about bodybuilding, which is mean consistency, which is mean small steps for long term, which mean take your time. I find it's fascinated is the same principle of the Islamic religion, which is also something I'd love to one day write a book about my story and the healthy lifestyle perspective and the Islamic perspective. It's the same thing. Like we have so many, like from the Prophet, like it's called like quote or hadith, like what the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said when he talk about health and you take care of your body, your stomach 30% for your eating, 30% of your drinking, and the rest for your breathing. So these things is and like the worst place to storage anything is your stomach. What the Prophet said about the health and the healthy lifestyle perspective, it's the same. So about Ramadan is actually I take it as a chance for me to go raw, like the same thing in the 6 weeks out from your competition. You have no cheat meal, you have no extra 1 spoon of rice. So Ramadan as well, like it's no drinking, no eating. So for me, I take it as a chance for, of course, like spiritually, that's the first reason. But it's the same thing. You give your body break. Even for me personally, I stopped drinking coffee during Ramadan, which is the hardest to stop drinking caffeine and coffee because I'm addicted to coffee. So I think it's healthy lifestyle in general. And as a Muslim or Islamic religion, it's the same thing. Like you have no difference between you have to be healthy and the same principle. Like to be a good Muslim is you have to pray 5 times a day, every day, right? So yeah, you want to be healthy, you have to eat healthy every day. Yes, you have like one off, but you can't be all off, So it's the same principle, you take care of your body to like this is one of my goals now when I lost weight and I want to be healthy because again I want to be in 60, 70, can walk, and I hope I can compete until I get the grandmaster, when I'm in
Yeah.
60 and that's one of my goals. So it's the same thing in Islamic perspective. You have to be a good Muslim, you have to be all year long. Like you can't be in front of people good and then behind, like you be bad. So
Mm.
in Ramadan, I take it as a chance for like, let me say, clean it up or do a cut. And it's easy cut for me because you stop eating and drinking for 16 hours. So, and then of course, I have to, like, I like to work out. So I wake up at 2 a.m., go to the gym, do my
Wow.
workout, and then I come home, eat my breakfast or it's called suhoor, and before like sunrise, and then I fast, break my fast at 6 p.m. after sunset. So it's actually interesting because again, like I find it's the same, like from Islamic perspective and healthy lifestyle perspective, both has the same principle.
Wow. I never heard
And
anyone put it that way. That's amazing.
yeah, consistency, like this is one of the keys in bodybuilding, right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing. And some people look at it as oh, it's too much. Like you have to pray 5 times a day. You have to do Ramadan once a year. You have to pray every Friday, which is Sunday in Christianity, to go to the mosque. So, but for me, when I look at this perspective, I felt both has the same principle, actually, both. And I hope one day I can like put it together. And I really want to write a book about it because it's like we have so many talk about healthy, take care of your body. And this is one of the gifts from God. Give you your body. You have to take care about your body and your health. So it's fascinating and interesting.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Wow. And yeah, I never heard anyone make an analogy between that. But yeah, like the health of your mind and body is very important for bodybuilding, and clearly it's very important for the Islamic religion too. That was great insight, Abdullah. Thank you very much. Yeah, and that was a great one to end on. So what I'm gonna do is every guest before my current guest, they give this guest a question. So Tristan Trimble was my last podcast episode, and his question was for you. What is your current intra workout supplement protocol, if any?
Like before I do my workout?
So intra is during. Do you have anything during, like BCAAs, Gatorade, anything?
No,
Okay. What about
nothing.
pre-workout?
Nothing. Coffee.
Nothing? Okay,
Coffee.
coffee. Okay. You
I
really
drink
love
my
coffee.
coffee
Okay.
and my creatine as well, like coffee and creatine.
Okay.
So
Okay. What
because
kind of
I
coffee?
do my huh?
What kind of coffee?
Like I like an espresso, like Americano or espresso shot. Like I like strong coffee.
Yeah.
So that's my first thing in the morning. So because I do my workout at 5 a.m.
Right.
So I wake up, I do my workout, and then I have to work because I work a full-time job. And then sometimes I finish at 7 p.m. And I'm very like have the energy to work out. Like first thing in the morning, I have the most energy. And
Yes.
it's also this is something like in my religion the best thing to do in the morning. So I also grow up in this way. Like we have like you hear the call prayer at 5 a.m. now. So that's the first prayer you do. So and I'm an early bird person. So I wake up, I have the most energy. I
Hmm.
finish my workout, do my cardio, and then I the rest is my regular day. So
Beautiful.
I know a lot of people like or some schools like you eat first two meals and then you rest and then you go to work out. But for me, even if I have free time, I feel it's kind of hard for me to go in the middle of the day do my workout. Like if I don't need to work, I think even during the summer, I have summer off. I go to work out at 5 a.m. in the morning.
It's funny. I don't know. I don't think that many people are like us, but I'm the same way as you. I'm getting up like 4 a.m. I train by 7, 6:30. I'll do that in the off season. I'll do that during prep, but especially during prep, I notice that I just want to train in the morning. I don't want to wait. I want to have a big meal, pre-workout, have my coffee, hit the gym, have my pre-workout and Gatorade. So I'm in the same boat as you. I love it. I feel phenomenal. Like if I get good
Yeah.
sleep, like I'm good. I'm ready. I can go to the gym.
That's true. Like when I got 6, 7 hours of sleep, I think that's my energy. When I
Yeah.
got good sleep, I got good pump, good to go, do my workout, and yeah.
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. So that was awesome, man. This is a great conversation. I figured that was going to be the case. So just to end things off, if there's anything you want to plug, like if you're doing any kind of business, you want to plug your Instagram, anything involved with your transformation you might want to tell us about, feel free to do so right now.
Like about the transformation is like I this is one of the reason why I want to do the transformation to finish the business and tell anyone new in transformation, especially which is this is my main message. I did it personally, and I came from like nowhere near to any healthy lifestyle. So you can do it as well. And I hope my journey is inspire others because it's same thing like others inspired me. And I am very active in my Instagram, which is my name, my first name and last name, and Abdullah Fadl 89. And it's like we hear like that's the beauty of natural bodybuilder is the majority of us or 99% do it just the sake of the love of the sport. So it's not like business or it's like it's not like this. It's just brotherhood and we support each other.
That's right.
So yeah, like I did it, so can you? And it just take time and step by step, by the way. And one of the method is like mini habit, and which is it's also a book and atomic habit as well. Like take step by step. It's the same thing as a bodybuilder. You have to take off season, step by step, long term journey. So yeah, that's it.
Beautiful. That's an excellent thing to end on. And also, just so everyone knows, not that I even have to mention it at the end, but I will be plugging in his videos, his Instagram, and any pictures that he wants me to plug in. So you guys, you'll be able to see that earlier in the
Thank you.
podcast. But yeah, that's it for episode number 16 with Abdollah Fadil. It was a pleasure, man, and so nice to
It's
meet you, brother. And
nice to
I
meet
hope to
you,
meet
and
you one day in person.
we will. I will
Yes,
see you in person, God willing. Yes,
we
brother.
will. All right, brother.
Yes.
Take care.
Thank you.
Bye, bud.